We're going to talk about crime and violence and police and why we have those in our society. And if you look at all the other political parties' policies on crime, they're talking about cracking down on criminals, increasing sentencing, more police, more surveillance. And it's just missing the point. We have to look beyond that. You have to look at why do people commit acts that are unhealthy to society? Why is there violence? Why is there theft? And it's so obvious. It's so ridiculously obvious. People who are disempowered, people who don't see a good future for themselves, people who don't have jobs, people who can't get access to the things that they need, people who have been sold a certain lifestyle that they cannot afford. Of course they're going to commit crimes. They're going to do what they need in the first instance just to feed themselves and to feed their family. But later on, when they realize that there's not much of a future in the monetary system for so many people, you can't expect them to behave in a civilized way if they're not treated in a civilized way. And of course, our society, our competitive society, it rejects people. We have no need of laborers anymore. We have no need of filing clerks anymore because we have technology and computers that can do those jobs. And this is only going to increase and it's only going to continue. And as we have a deeply unequal society, the people at the bottom feel really unhappy and you cannot expect them to behave in a civilized way. So just stamping down on crime, getting more police, more prisons. We already have more people locked up in this country than in the United States, which makes us second in the modern countries of the world for the number of people incarcerated. And that is totally unacceptable, especially when we have all the resources that those people need for a good life, good healthcare, good food, access to education. All the things that you need for a good life are there, they're in abundance, but they're not accessible because people don't have the monetary tokens to get at them. In the money-free world, the resource-based economy that we are talking about, there won't be crime, there won't be violence, there won't be depression, there won't be abuse. All these things are ultimately a result of the monetary system that is no longer serving us. We don't have to put up with it. Nobody is born violent or aggressive or dangerous. Those things are learned in a hostile, competitive society. A very, very small number of people are born with psychopathic tendencies, but it's hardly any. All the other people who behave in socially offensive ways have been taught that by an aggressive, competitive society, and it's just no longer acceptable. In a money-free future, we don't have to see that ever again. That will be history.